What's good, YouTube? It's Sir Roma Raw Raw, and today I'm here with my boy,
Troy.
and this is the Idiot Savants podcast. I'm Savant. He's...
Do I have to be idiot again?
Okay, I'm Idiot. He's...
I'm also idiot.
Two idiots. All right. It's been a while, y'all. It's what has it been, like 2 months since we recorded?
I think so.
And we've been excited to get back to recording, so hopefully this will be a fun one. We're gonna knock it out the park, hopefully.
Of course. I forgot how to even make videos, though.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Editing's gonna be brand new to me at this point, because he's been editing, so now it's gonna be back on me. And yeah,
Have fun with it.
yeah. All right, so let's get started. What are your thoughts on nostalgia?
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
Is it?
There's so many different feelings that people have. You have your basics. You have your happy, you're sad, you're mad. But then there's some feelings that you can't quite describe. Like, for me, one of them is just like walking through the woods.
Yes.
Like, on a perfect day,
Yeah.
walking through the woods, you look up at the trees, and you just get this feeling of like everything's peaceful, everything's perfect, everything's calm.
It's nature, bro.
It's nature.
It's just nature.
I was trying to describe that to a bud the other day. We're walking through Village Point, and I was like, man, you just gotta soak it all in. You just gotta take it in. It's like, this is just trees. Who cares? But it's just.
I don't
feels
like that
nice.
bud. I don't like your bud who said that.
That bud. He doesn't know what he's talking
that bothers
about.
me.
I love Village Point.
we used to do
Village Point's so nice.
Can you walk there now?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to go back there.
I wanted to show him Jackson's Oak, but then it started raining. Because the first time I saw Jackson's Oak, I was in awe.
What a giant tree.
It's just a tree. Why was I in awe? But
It's
I
huge.
was.
It's huge. And it's really big if you like stand back, like somebody stand back and take a picture of you next to it.
It looks
Then
ginormous.
then you really see how big it really is.
See, but there's those good feelings, and nostalgia is one of those where if you think about the right thing, and you have the right mindset, it's almost blissful to think about. And it's also like kind of sad.
That's
too.
what I was gonna say.
It's one of those. It's bittersweet.
I was gonna say my only pushback on it is, man, you can get really sad from nostalgia too.
Yeah, it's a time you can never go back to.
Yep. I always end up sad by the end of it. Like at first I'm like, oh man, this reminds me of so and so, and you get to talk about it and you're cheesing, and then you're like, damn, we 30.
I'm never gonna.
I'm never gonna feel that again.
Never gonna be back there again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bittersweet feeling, but who's to say that's bad?
Yeah.
Sadness isn't really a bad feeling. It's associated as a negative, but as everybody knows, I love to cry.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
love to be
you don't
sad.
Look at it as negative. I hate being sad.
Yeah, but bittersweet, it kind of it takes it out of it.
Yeah, have you ever like smelled something that gave you nostalgia, or like felt something?
Well, I'll tell you this: the smell thing.
Yeah.
So your olfactory sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your sense of smell is actually the one that's linked the most to memory.
I believe that.
Yeah, who knows if it's true? Whatever. But I read a study one time, article, about how your sense of smell it brings back the most memory, and I believe it because there's certain smells that it just takes you back.
Yeah.
And actually, I have a story about this that happened recently. I'm not divulging. I'm going to go to a second story first. One of the most nostalgic smells for me, and this one's weird.
I already knew it was gonna be weird.
This
That's why
one's
I
weird.
guess
I have two, but
okay, let's hear it.
the smell of a window unit air conditioner. Now, whenever I was in 8th grade, I had a twin size bed. My bed was right next to the window. I had a window unit, and all the smell was probably all the. I never cleaned the filter. I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But there's a certain smell that a window unit air conditioner has, and every time I smell it, I'm in the 8th grade again, back laying in bed. It takes me there, and it's so real.
Does it give you that blissful feeling though? That specific one?
That
or is
one's
it just
not
a memory.
That one's not bliss. That one's just it takes me exactly to the time and place that I smelled it. Now the other one it's more of a blissful feeling, but whenever I lived in Tuscaloosa, me and my sister every day after school we'd go for a walk because we lived really close to the stadium. We were in like downtown Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And so we walked constantly. You know, we wanted to walk to Publix. It was 6 blocks away. But there were sweet olive, like bushes, kind of scattered throughout the area. I don't know if you've ever smelled one.
Not that I can pinpoint.
It has a distinct smell. It's almost like a citrusy smell, and you can just catch it on a waft. Like it's a waft. It's a waft on the breeze. You know, it's not strong, and after a second it'll disappear. But it's such a strong smell connected to memory for me.
But do you catch it around here sometimes, or
it's not like here specifically, but every once in a while I'll catch it on a breeze.
And then you be like,
and then instantly I'm back walking through Tuscaloosa with my sister. But here's the story part. The other day I was at Taco Bell, right? It always goes back to Taco Bell. You know, I love Taco Bell.
Expensive ass Taco Bell.
They have a new drink. You know, they've always had Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yeah, of course.
Always had it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new flavor. I was there the other day with some friends, and it's called Mountain Dew Baja Blast Midnight.
Yeah, I've had it. Yeah.
And it's like purple.
Yeah, I've had
it. Looks like it would be great.
Yeah.
So the smell of it, right? I was curious, filled up my cup, went to take the first sip. I don't use a straw whenever I'm at restaurants,
That's
by the way.
Weird, but okay.
No, I'll just fill up my cup and I just drink out of it.
That's weird.
It's a preference. So I put my mouth to the glass, started turning it up, smelled. And it smelled exactly like a sweet olive bush.
So I need to go smell this to see what this smell you're talking about is.
Yeah, it's the exact same smell. It caught me so off guard. And it surprised me.
Did you do like in That's So Raven where she like...
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was somewhere else while I was taking that sip. And then I drank it, and I was like, guys, you won't believe it.
But what about the taste of it?
It tastes like passion fruit Mountain Dew.
Okay.
But the smell, that was the important bit. And it just took me somewhere else. And it honestly amazed me that now I can just
and go back there.
I can just get a cup and just take a sniff. And it's the exact same.
So now Taco Bell's going to be nostalgic.
I don't have to wait on the waft on the breeze.
Yeah.
I can just get that shit essence in a cup.
That's kind of sad though, because now you're going to, now it's going to get so familiar to you that it's going to kill the nostalgia for you.
Yeah, well, I only go to Taco Bell like once a week, so, whatever.
All right, just to add to this nostalgia thing, 2 things. So we've already mentioned smell as being one of the ways to do nostalgia. I wanted to talk about some ways that other people can probably relate that don't get these smells or whatever. Music, so hearing is another one, and I'm sure everybody has that one album or that one song from high school that you played over 1,000,000 times, and now when you hear it, it takes you right back to high school, to your best days. Because now everybody still listens to music, but music was different. I don't know about for you.
It was a lot different.
Yeah.
It wasn't just in a catalog.
Yes.
You could just have it at your fingertips.
Exactly. So you cherish that album you had or whatever. And you'll be like, I remember this day and this specific time when this song came out. Somebody the exact year of a lot of songs just because of
it's generally nostalgia. The first time I heard a song.
Yeah.
The first time I heard this, I knew exactly where I was.
Exactly.
And what I was the first time that what's that Nelly song? What's that really good Nelly song?
Which one? If you want to go and take a ride with me.
That one.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember the first time I heard that song, exactly where I was. I had one of my cousins play basketball for Asheville High School, which was the town next to us. And I don't know, I guess it was a basketball game that I went to, but I was in elementary school whenever that song came out. But I remember being at Asheville High School in my dad's Bronco, and that song came on.
What a fire song, too. That's
a fire song. It's how it doesn't happen. You don't know every single song the first time you ever heard it, but there's certain songs that I know exactly the place I was when that song, the first time I heard it.
Carter 4 for me, I was at South, so I always remember when Carter 4 came out, and Take Care. And then Carter 3 for me was huge. So obviously you can tell I was a huge Lil Wayne fan.
Who's
back
not?
then. Yeah.
Lil Wayne. Top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Objectively.
Yes.
Not even subjectively.
Yes. But yeah, so there's a bunch of them I could bring up, but for the most part, everybody has a song. So if y'all watching this, leave a comment about some song that really like takes you back to a time. Usually it's high school or college what it takes you back to, but it can be before then. But everybody's got that. So
yeah, everybody has a song.
yeah. So I figured I'd add that one in there, and then taste for the last one. Do you got any like anything you eat it now? I'll tell you what it is for me before you say that.
I like how we both did it at the same time.
Because it just hit me. What kills me about the taste one is when I'm expecting something to taste like it used to when you were a kid, and you haven't had it in 10, 20 years or whatever, you eat it, and it don't taste like you did when you were a kid.
Yeah,
that
things
shit
aren't the same.
Yeah.
Just like, snack cakes.
Exactly.
I wish a Swiss roll could
Yes.
take me back.
Yep.
Swiss rolls are different.
They don't taste the
and
same.
they're worse.
Yeah, or like Wendy's fries don't taste the same like they did when we were younger.
Wendy's used to be.
Ooh, so
and I thought about this. I was talking about this the other day. I talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Wendy's to me as a child, it was top tier.
Easily the
fast
top.
food.
Yeah, it was way
It
up
was
there.
it was up there.
Fire.
But now, dude, it's the same level as like Burger King.
Yeah, it's mid at best now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that top tier. Like now, like Whataburger.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Whataburger's like a top
yeah,
tier one.
yeah, yeah.
It's always fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably never frozen. But yeah, it's just the quality's gone downhill.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking about eating the same thing, and the taste is different, right?
Yeah.
The other day, I got hit. Well, this is a couple weeks ago. I got hit. I was eating something completely different, but it tasted the same
Yeah.
as something from childhood.
Yeah.
So growing up, we used to eat like beef tips and rice a lot.
Yeah.
And you know how like beef tips have like the gravy kind of thing over them? Well, I ate it a lot as a kid. Never eat it as an adult. Like my wife never makes that. I never seek it out. I never go out for it. But it's a childhood food for me.
Okay.
One that I haven't had since. I had some friends. Well, I had a friend. You know who you are. You're definitely not watching. This isn't your shtick. But I had a friend, and she was making some kind of beans. I don't know what kind of beans they were. Some kind of Louisiana Cajun thing.
Okay.
But just some white beans. I don't know. I just had like a question, like you'd know the answer. Or whatever. I'm assuming it's white beans.
Probably butter beans, bro.
It's not butter beans.
Butter beans busting.
I don't think it was. But anyway, the beans were delicious. But I picked them up. I had some French bread. As a kid, we'd always do the beef tips with rice with French bread. I had some French bread, dipped it, took a bite, tasted exactly like the beef tips and rice.
Beans tasted like
the
beef
beans
tip.
tasted just like the beef tips. Don't ask me.
I can't argue with it.
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. But they tasted exactly like a food I had from childhood, and it took me back.
That's what's so crazy about nostalgia, though, is because it actually takes you back. Like you actually
It takes
feel like
you back.
you actually
In a split
it's
second,
so crazy.
you've got a 10-second memory.
Yep.
Just like That's So Raven.
And you know why it's so fire? Because you have to tell people, like right after you eat it and you say it took you back, as soon as you come back, you're like, man, this just took me back. That you have to like.
That's what. As soon as I ate those beans, I was like, this tastes just like beef tips and rice I had as a kid.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
As soon as I drank the Baja Blast Mountain Dew, I said, this smells exactly like. You just have to share.
Nostalgia is so fire.
Love nostalgia.
That's got to be like a top 10 thing for like everybody, right? Like a top 10 feeling for everybody. Nostalgia's got to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember in I think it was a 21 Pilot song when he was like, I wish you could like take the smell of it and like package it into like some kind of perfume and sell it to people. Because that shit would like blow off the shelves, but like everybody would want, everybody got their own specific nostalgia from it. Everybody would buy that shit. But yeah, that's my nostalgia take. I had to get it out because I was like, man, this is gonna be a good one. I know Troy's.
What made you think about this?
I think something just hit me. Some nostalgia hit me one day, and I just wrote it down. I don't remember what it was because, like I said, we haven't recorded in 2 months, and when stuff comes to me, I just put it in my notes, and then when we get on the pod, I just talk about it. But I honestly don't remember what the nostalgic thing was that made me write it down. I get it a lot. I get nostalgia a lot. So
mine's few. Yeah, I think the only 2 instances that I've had it recently were the 2 I shared, and that's a month and a half, 2 months. It's like maybe like once a month I'll get like true nostalgia for something.
have you ever like gone back to your actual childhood home and saw it? That shit's weird because it don't never look the same. Or in my instances, it never looks like it did when I was a kid. Like everything's so much smaller than you remember. Like a room will be. you would think you had a big room as a kid, and it turns out it was the smallest room ever, and like that shit's weird for me. It's like the opposite of nostalgia for me.
Well, I ended up living in the same house at 3 different points in my life.
Damn.
And so it was different every single time.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, I moved around a lot. I lived with family a lot. And my aunt had this house on top of a hill, on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed, it's probably just some silly old movie about a silly old ghost and some silly old house on some silly old hill.
The curse of the cannibal ghost of the haunted house on Horror Hill.
That's a lot.
Inception.
Yeah.
But whenever I was younger, I was, this is probably middle school age, early high school age, I don't recall. But we ended up moving in with her. And she built a wall in the living room, split the living room in half,
Okay.
put a bunk bed in there,
Okay.
and a cot. And so I lived in this half of a living room, walled in, with my mom and sister for, it was some months.
And that was the first time or the second time?
That was the first time I moved in. It was some months. And it started off, my sister was bottom bunk, I was top bunk, my mom slept on the couch. I think after a while, you know, we kind of did a swap-a-roo, and I ended up on the cot. But, you know, it's hot as sin in there. We just had like a fan, like a box fan. We'd have to open the window, put the box fan in.
Yeah.
It was incredibly hot.
I forgot about those days.
And I would wake up like super early. I don't even know why, but I was always waking up before everybody else. And I had like a routine that I would do. Because this was like, maybe it was the summertime. I wasn't in school. But I'd get up every single morning at like the butt crack of dawn. It's like 5 a.m. And I would make some hot fudge sundae
Pop-Tarts, them hoes are
I know.
buzzing.
I know.
I just told Bianca and my stepdaughter about that last night. I said, because I got them the milkshake ones, strawberry milkshake ones. Crazy. Them hoes are busting. But I said, there's only 2 Pop-Tarts better than that. Hot fudge sundae and the chocolate chip cookie dough one. And yeah, I just had to get excited about that.
Brown sugar.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cinnamon
Yeah.
brown. Yeah. But that's
But
basic.
the hot fudge sundae though.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you know,
Yeah.
put them things in the toaster, and then I would do this old man thing, right? Like I was in middle school, early high school, and I did the most old man thing you can imagine. I would just make them stand at the back door, right?
Stupid shit.
So there was all woods around, and I would stand at the back door and just look through the window, and I would just eat my Pop-Tarts and just look in the woods and contemplate. I was pontificating.
Yeah, so you reflected on life.
I was
when you were a
reflecting
kid.
on like 5 a.m. Everybody's asleep, just munching down some Pop-Tarts.
That is
So that
hilarious.
went on for a while, and then we ended up moving back to Tuscaloosa. So I lived in Tuscaloosa a couple of times. Well, I moved out whenever I was 16.
Yeah.
You know, that was my aunt's house. Well, she ended up getting married, moved in with her husband. So her son lived there. And he was like in his early 20s.
Yeah.
I was 16. And I was like, let me just move in with him.
Yeah. Because he
So-
had the space.
He had the space.
Y'all both young guys.
We're both, yeah. So I moved in with him. And I was there for another, probably 6 months, maybe. But this is a different time in my life. It's a different point. I'm going through different things.
Was it the same room?
So they tore down the wall for the half living room.
Okay.
And then I had an actual bedroom this
Okay,
time.
got you.
So we both had our own bedrooms and everything. It was me, him, and then he had a roommate. Well, I guess we had a roommate. And she was like in her mid-20s. We ended up getting another roommate too, and she was 32. So it was a weird time in my life.
Yeah.
I'm 16. I'm living with all these older people. I have all the access I want to, like beer. and- Yeah, it was a good time.
Cigarettes and shit, yeah.
Good time. I got stranded at a meth head's house for a week though, and then I called my mom to come pick me up from that one. I ended up moving back in with my mom, but then as an adult, I got married, and then me and my wife moved into that house for a year.
Oh, she lived there with you too?
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. I knew about the other two. I didn't know about this one though.
Yeah, so once after I got married, I went back to North Alabama to my hometown, and me and her lived there for a year.
With who?
Well, it started off with Ashley. Let me blank that, editor.
No, but like who owned it at the time?
My aunt still owned it.
Oh, okay.
So she moved out, but she still owned the
I
house.
got you. Okay.
And then my cousin lived in a tiny house, like somewhere else.
Oh,
so she just had this house to rent out.
Gotcha.
And so we moved in, and then one of our friends moved in, and then she ended up getting a boyfriend. He moved in.
Oh, I knew about this house.
And then there was another couple.
I didn't know it was the same house.
They were looking for a place, and then they moved in, so there was like 6 of us.
Yeah.
All early 20s.
Yeah.
I was like 21, 22. So then there's just a bunch of 20-year-olds all living in this house together. So I lived at the same house at 3 very like different points in my life.
And did it feel like the same house? Any of those times?
It was completely different
Every
single
time. Yeah.
Every single time it was a completely different vibe. You know, at first it was me and my family in this tiny room with other family. Then it was me as a 16-year-old with all of these older, they're basically still kids, but
like
all of these older people. And then I went there back as a married man. And so every time it was just a completely different vibe.
Yeah, I grew up in this apartment complex, and then, we lived there for at least 8 years when I was young. And then we moved back into the same apartment complex, not the same apartment, but I moved back there as an adult with a roommate of mine. And it wasn't the exact same apartment. One was a 3-bedroom and the other one was a 2-bedroom, but they had remodeled it and everything. So it was like literally nothing the same about it. And it used to be the hood when I was younger, and then we came back, nobody was outside ever. So it was like a completely different place. Didn't even feel the same. And then every time like all my childhood friends would come over there, they'd be like, man, I can't believe it's like this now. Because the way it used to be when we were younger. So, but that wasn't the one I was talking about where I went back to my old home. I actually went back to my actual childhood home when I was like 4 and 5 and shit. And it was tiny compared to what I remember. And I was like, man, what the hell? We were living in this like little ass.
Hey, everything's bigger whenever you're a kid.
Yeah. But all right, let's move on. Oh, you got something else?
Well, here's the thing. You were saying all of that, right?
Yeah.
And I could half pay attention to it. I get the complete gist of it. There was the apartment where it used to be ghetto, not as ghetto anymore. The house, it was small, then you went back, and it was not as big, then it was small. But I made a critical error.
Okay.
And I knew I should have done this beforehand, but I have been drinking.
Okay.
I've got to pee.
Okay.
I got to pee pretty bad. So we'll put a pin in that.
All right. Before we go on to the next topic, just to wrap this up, would you consider like trauma as nostalgia? No. I just wonder because like it'll hit you like something random. It'll trigger you, and it'll bring you back to a bad spot. But it's like the same, same concept.
Yeah.
It'll trigger you into some shit like a feeling.
I feel like even if they are the same thing, where it both takes you back to this time, nostalgia inherently is that bittersweetness.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
And trauma
is something completely different.
It's a different feeling entirely. And so it has to be called, like, it has to just be something
it had to have its own name.
right?
Yeah.
So even if they're like cousins,
they're
not the same thing.
Yeah. It'd be like I don't even want to go any deeper into it because we've been on nostalgia for a while. Okay. Do you know, or have you ever thought about this before, a child prodigy, or who you thought would be like a child prodigy?
Me.
Like really?
Yeah, I grew up as a child idiot savant.
No, but like, do you know like anybody? Like, did you were like, oh, this person's gonna be?
No.
Nobody?
None.
Not even like somebody at your school, like that you didn't know that well, but you were like, oh, that person. Dang, I was gonna ask you like, what they end up doing with themselves?
No, I feel like a prodigy is a different type of beast as a person.
Yeah, prodigy is kind of extreme.
I ain't never known one of them.
Yeah, prodigy is kind of extreme. The people I was thinking of were just more like really smart for their age, I guess would be what I would say. But they weren't actual prodigies because they didn't become shit. But I was gonna say because I knew this person that everybody thought was gonna be like, hot shit. They really everybody really like hyped this person up, and then now they're just kind of crazy. And every time I see them, it's like a bad time. It's not a good time. But I wonder if the expectations they had at such a young age, because everybody expected them to be the next president or whatever, senator or whatever. I wonder if that pressure is what really like knocked them off there.
I don't think so.
You don't
because
think so?
I feel like a lot of people that I knew growing up, a lot of friends and classmates and all that stuff, their parents had expectations.
Yeah.
Regardless of how, prodigal they were.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, hey, yeah, you need to get all these A's. You need to go to college. You need to everybody was expected.
Yeah, but don't you think there's like a difference between you need to do this and everybody expecting it of you? Like everybody just saying, "Oh, we already know this person's gonna be, this person. We already know this person's going to college. We already know this person's gonna be a lawyer."
Yeah, I guess I could see how, if it's already expected, then you have to try and live up to the hype.
Yeah, like they're not just saying, "Hey, go to school. Hey, make A's." It's like,
Well,
"Oh, we already know they're gonna make straight A's."
Yeah, but I feel like both ways you're getting, you already have that pressure. If you're being told to do it, and if you're being expected to do it, regardless, it's gonna stress you out.
Think about it like this. Okay, think about it like this. LeBron James, from the time he was probably from the time he was probably in middle school, people were already saying he's gonna be the best NBA player of all time. He's gonna be the GOAT. Mm-hmm. Think about how many other people that people were like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be the GOAT." And then, they just couldn't live up to it. They just fell off. But then you got the reason everybody loves LeBron so much and they say, like, he's that guy is because he actually lived up to all the hype he had from, like, middle school going all the way to the NBA. Like, he really did that shit. But think about it. Every NBA player, everybody thinks they're going to be that person. But they never make it. They never reach that peak. Like, they might make it to the NBA, but that's as far as they go. Like, they don't become GOAT status. Like, that's a lot of pressure.
Another player in the NBA.
Yeah. Like, it's a lot of pressure to be, you're going to be the next Michael Jordan. And they telling him that before he came straight out of high school and went to the NBA, bro. Like, that nigga, like, that's crazy in itself if you think about it, bro. Straight out of high school and start playing with, that shit crazy. But anyways, we can move past the prodigies. You didn't know any.
I don't know any. Yeah. Like I said, it's only me.
I think you just don't think anybody's as good as everybody else thinks they are. So you never looked at anybody as like prodigy type.
What is that even supposed to mean?
Like, I don't think you, like, if I told you, this person's good at being a maintenance person, you'd be like, immediately. Your first reaction would be, I'm probably better.
You're making me sound some type of way.
No. That's just your initial reaction to shit. It's like, nah. Like, people be like, nah, that boy, I guess. Like, that's how you.
You know what? You're probably not wrong there.
All the prodigies you knew were just like, nah. That ain't nobody.
I mean, they're a little good, I guess.
Okay.
They're okay.
I got one for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, loser siblings. That's a thing, right?
That is a thing.
That's a thing, right? Like,
there's a pretty good key and
Oh, is that a
I've been drinking.
Is that a Key and Peele skit?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay.
Yeah, where one's getting married, and then he's telling his family about it.
Oh, he's like, F off mom and all that. That dude?
Yeah.
That I didn't even think about that. Okay,
I
see now. That shit's funny as hell. But first question is, did you have a loser sibling? I think it's only two of y'all, right?
There's just two of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally I did. JK, she watches every episode. Not a loser. That was a joke. I promise. I've been drinking. My wife says I'm not funny. No, dude, my sister, she turned out solid.
You could also be the loser sibling.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, sister. Comment on this video. Let me know if I'm the loser. I might be.
I think I'm the loser sibling.
I might be.
I think I'm the loser.
Here's the thing. Loser, I mean, that's a spectrum.
Yeah. It sounds shitty when you say loser, but you were the...
Well, first of all, she's older. So, she has her life a bit more put together than I'll say that. But you know what? But I'm the baby. And so my mom makes sure I don't feel like the loser.
Y'all pay attention to this. He's justifying the shit out of this right now. He's justifying his loserness as we speak. I had a feeling that we were both going to be the loser siblings in our situation.
Does there have to be one, though?
It don't necessarily have to be.
If there is one, I think it might be me.
Yeah. I question it. I go back and forth with it, right? Because my brother was obviously like the golden child. He never got in trouble, none of that shit, right? But then my sister, she was a major like fuck up when we were younger, right? But it was like I followed in her footsteps, and like I was fucking up. We were both fucking up, right? But if you look at our lives now, she's doing so much better than me that I'm like, yeah, it's probably me.
Yeah.
I'm probably the loser.
I never even thought about this. I always just thought of us as like, we're just both doing our own thing. We just took our own separate paths. You know, she's married, owns a house, has kids.
Same one.
You know, like she's doing pretty good. My mom moved in with her. So
My mom moved in with
So
my
they're
sister.
all over there just having
Bruh,
a grand old time.
This is too
And
common.
then I'm over here. I'm 30, no kids. I am married. Love you, boo. But I'm out here like, man, I'm having a hard time taking care of this dog I have.
Bro, we are relating too
You know?
much on this topic. This is rough. This is rough on us. I'm sweating a little
Gee,
bit. over here.
thanks. I appreciate that. No, it's definitely me.
I knew we were both gonna be losers, man. That sucks.
sucks.
It does.
That
It truly
sucks,
does,
man.
But did you know at a young age? Did you like already know? Like
No, no offense. I was always the golden child.
So you
Yeah.
thought?
So I thought.
as far as like receiving love, you were the golden child.
No. Man, I just killed it. Everything I did, I killed. I was constantly.
So that makes you even more of a loser because you had.
Yeah. No. I was always taller. You know?
You're starting to sound like the child prodigy that fucked up later on in life.
I did. Not throwing anybody underneath the bus here, but you know, I love you. You're my sister, and I love you. I'm not throwing you underneath the bus here. I guess that, but like as a kid, you know, like you do your SATs. You know, you get your scores.
Yeah.
We were both always smart.
Yeah. But you
like,
beat her every time.
Well, here's the thing: she was in the top 10% of the nation. I was in the top 5.
You were the childhood prodigy that fucked up, bro. Damn, that's why he didn't know any. You know, there's only like one.
I didn't know
like
it.
every 5 million people. This motherfucker was a child prodigy and blew it.
I blew it. Damn it.
But yeah, that's funny because like you're saying, like my brother was great in basketball, smart, all of that. But I beat him in everything. I beat him in basketball. I beat him in school, like our tests. I beat him in grades and all this shit. Right.
Me and my sister had an Olympic competition.
Yeah, recently. Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, out of 3 events, I was 3 out of 3. I blew her out the water.
I think
I
that's
got
why
the gold medal. She got the bronze.
I think that's why we suck so bad, bro. Because we put all of our energy into just beating that one person. You know, we didn't beat the world. We didn't go out there and conquer the world. We just conquered that motherfucker, and then that was it.
Yeah.
That was our Olympics. Instead of we're the fucking losers.
You gave me a lot to think about today.
That's
Ryan.
rough.
I appreciate that.
I had
What
a
a
feel-
shit topic. Thanks, man.
I had a feeling that topic was gonna go that way. I'm proud of myself.
She just has so much like together. I ain't got shit together.
The next question is: do people have it together as much as you think they do, or is it because we don't see it? Yeah, because we never see inside their lives. To
No,
know.
because she called me. I was talking to her like
Is this
on the
something you need
phone
to
the
say
other
on
day.
here before you?
Yeah,
do it?
no,
Okay,
it's
okay.
totally cool. She called me the other day. She was like, "Yeah, you know, I've had a terrible week." I was like, "What happened?" And like, she had car troubles. Everybody like at her house got sick. Like, just all this stuff's going on.
You one upped her.
What do you mean?
You went up there. You said, "Oh yeah, that's bad," but let me tell you about my week.
I've been having some pretty bad weeks. I've been having some pretty bad months. But no, so just all this stuff was going wrong for her, and you know, on the outside, you know, I don't see all that.
Yeah,
I go over there to visit. She comes to visit me.
Yeah.
And it's all the surface level stuff. I mean, you can get down to the nitty gritty during like phone calls and all that stuff. But yeah, nobody has it as together as you think.
100%.
Yeah, like you look. I mean, I come over here, we record, we talk on the phone whenever you decide to answer. You know, so we have all this stuff, and it seems like you're doing pretty good for yourself.
Yeah,
you know,
not the
you
case.
You got all this stuff going on.
Not the case.
But I don't see it.
Yeah, because everybody's not just outing themselves, you know, putting themselves out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. I think social media really kind of made people start lying even heavier about their life than they have to. Like, man, people posting vacations and shit. You think everybody's doing great, and then it's funny. Like, I don't want to throw anybody in the bus. So I can say no names, but like you'll know somebody personally, and then you'll see their social media, and it's like they're living it up. but then I know very well this person ain't doing all the shit they say they're doing. So I'm like, man, that could fool anybody, you know.
Well, I'll get vulnerable.
You do get vulnerable. Yeah.
I'll talk about everything I'm going through, but it has to be somebody that I'm comfortable getting vulnerable with. For the outside world and like at work and everything, I just try and come in, throw a smile on my face. Everything's great. Everything's good. I'm having a blast. Let's just have a good time. Like let's just have a good time.
Yeah.
But then there's a couple of people that you're one of them.
Yes, I hear.
I call you about every time I have a problem. I'm like, Rum, you won't believe it. But like I can talk to you about heavy subjects and exactly how I feel, and it's not hard for me to do.
Yeah.
There's certain people that I work with that I can do that.
Oh yeah.
But for the vast majority, I'm not just going to go in and like lay everything on them.
100%. And I think everybody's different when it comes to that. Like I think you're more open than most people when it comes to being vulnerable about what's going on with you. Because or maybe it's just because you come to me.
Well, what's the point of lying? Like, what's the point of hiding things and lying about things or whatever?
I think it's two different things though. Because I don't think most people are lying in particular. They're just not. You just haven't asked them, so they never told you. I don't think that it's necessarily they're lying. They just don't. Some people just don't talk about themselves like that. But if you ask, a lot of people will probably be like, "Oh yeah, I'm fucked up right now." Like I know people that say that.
Well, I tell you how much I hate all the fakeness of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's impossible you can't be real with everybody all the time.
100%.
But there's certain people where I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
If I'm going through it, I'm going through it, and here's why.
I would say it's a good trait to have. Be 100% real with people, and it helps people to know like, oh, if Troy told me this, he's probably it's probably true because you would be real more likely than you would to be fake about something. So it's a good trait. But
thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm a pretty cool guy.
Okay, so since you're such a cool
even
guy,
though I'm a loser,
since you're such a cool guy, tell me this. Mm-hmm. Who are you leaving your money to when you pass away? Like, do you have
my wife?
Is there anything else like you're gonna do with it? Like, do you have like a plan to do this or that, or is it just when I die she gets it all, and I don't care what she does with it?
So it's going to my wife.
Yeah,
she can do what she wants to with it. I tried to make a plan.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, with my friend.
Yeah.
So here's context, guys.
He backed out of it. Man.
Yeah, I have a very best friend. And I told him, I was like, look, man, I'll make you a deal. Life insurance wise, whenever I die, I will leave you 10% if you leave me 10%.
So basically, whoever dies first is going to come up.
Whoever dies first, your best friend's going to get a little come up.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was just weird about it.
I was there. I remember it.
Didn't want to do it. It made no sense to me. Like, look, I'll give my wife 90%. I'll shoot you 10.
I was with him on this one.
Yeah,
no, not with you.
Oh,
I was
with him?
Yeah, I was with him.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes 100% sense.
0% sense.
Nah.
Now my wife was she did not like that.
Yeah, nobody's
She's like, no, let me get everything.
Yeah,
I'm like, look, you get 90.
But so that's life insurance. Okay, let's say in the next 10 years let's say you won the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
You hit it big. Let's say you got 50 million, 500 million. Let's
500 million.
Okay. And then you're like, man, I need to write out a will. Would all your money still go to just your wife, or would you? Okay, but how would you spread it out? Like, would you? How far out would you spread this shit? Like,
okay, how far out would I spread it? I'd have to keep the will a secret.
100%.
I'd have to keep it a secret.
100%.
No offense, Gabby, you're probably not watching this, but I'd have to keep it a secret because if she doesn't get 100%, she gonna be mad. This is what I'm gonna say. If anybody deserves it for putting up with you for all these years, it's me.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I have a generous heart, and I like to spread the love. And so I would take little percentages here and there, and I'd divvy them out to people that I truly like. And it doesn't have to, there's not going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
But, some family members.
Yeah.
My mom and my sister.
Yeah, of course.
I'll give them some percentages.
Would you leave any to Kelvin?
No, that counts with Gabby.
I just didn't know. Some people would be like,
No, a dog can't spend money. He would waste it on like old Roy cans of dog food and dog treats and stuff. I'm not doing that. Not, I mean, my wife, she'd go crazy too though.
Facts.
But wife gets the bulk. She does. She is the one that
Yeah,
does
100%. Yeah.
Family, mom and sister, they don't get some. Not everybody in the family. If they want to share their portion with other people, go for it. Couple of close friends.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll divvy it up like 6-7 ways.
Okay. Last question about you passing away, because this ain't a very great topic for nobody wants to die.
I'm gonna die one day.
But like, would you, as soon as you get the money, would you be like, I need to write a will, or would you like have to be like on your deathbed or something?
I would do it pretty quickly. I'd try and get things done whenever I should, and so that's a pretty big thing, and I wouldn't want anybody to look. I'm selfless, and I wouldn't want anybody to get caught up in any kind of litigation.
Yeah,
like having to jump through hoops. Because my grandpa died recently.
Yeah,
and like my mom's still trying to collect insurance from it.
That shit's so eye opening when somebody like close to you passes away and you see how hard it is to just get the bare minimum.
Well, like my aunt changed my grandfather's life insurance, put it in her name, right? It's weird stuff. She died. So
you're talking about his wife?
No, my aunt.
Your actual aunt,
his daughter,
was able to change his life
She
insurance.
changed his life insurance to her name.
Okay.
And then she died. He died. She died. They both died. So now it's just like, oh, who's supposed to get it? And so, like, my mom's trying, like, she's still waiting on the check to come. And this has been, 6 months.
Did you go to the HR thing where she told us, like, you better get your shit figured out because it's going to be a hassle?
It's already figured out.
Yeah.
I did that. The first time I did,
me
like,
too.
enrollment.
I instantly did it.
Yeah. And that's whenever I talked to my friend about doing it. And he was like, screw you.
I change mine up every now and then. When I think harder about it, I'm like, man, some more people can get a little bit. But
well, mine's such a little amount right now.
Mine too. It ain't
that is like, I just give it to my wife. She's gonna need it. I'm not gonna be here. She's gonna need it.
I got kids.
But if I had that, just a whole buku of money, I would try and do a better split.
Yeah, I try to keep my nephews. Since my brother passed away, I feel like I should leave some for my nephew because he, you know what I'm saying, he don't have a dad to leave him some, and then so it spreads out. The more I think about it, but it ain't gonna be nothing great. We ain't done nothing magnificent in life. But I just was curious if you had like some deep thoughts on that or not.
I have thoughts, but hopefully I don't die for. I mean, just a hot minute.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too old, but I don't want to go out too young either.
Yeah. Do you want to go on a lighter note? How you want to move with this?
Hit me with a lighter note.
All right, let's just do. Okay. What is your favorite TV show right now, and then your favorite TV show of all time?
One Piece.
Both are
now.
Right now, that's the one you're on now.
I've been solidly invested.
Okay.
And you know my journey.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about this too because I've seen. I don't know if I ever told you, but I've seen some portions of One Piece. And you say you're on Marine Ford.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Impel Down. What did you think about Impel Down?
I mean, that one wasn't bad. It wasn't the best.
It
wasn't as emotional.
Bon Clay?
Yeah, that was sad.
He was a real one, boy.
Bon Clay getting left behind.
He
was like, hey, don't tell him. Don't tell him I'm doing this until after you get out.
What a real one.
Yeah. I hated Bon Clay. Whenever he first showed up.
Yeah.
And he wore the swan.
Yeah,
pit.
What a fucking weirdo.
And he was just such a weirdo.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I remember thinking after Impel Down, I was like, you know what? As much of a weirdo as he was, I got some mad respect for him.
He was a real one, bro. I liked Magellan, whatever his name was. I liked him too, because he's stuck in Impel Down, but he actually he a hard ass motherfucker. Like, Luffy couldn't really fuck with him at first. He whooped up on Luffy. But anyways.
No, Impel Down though, so far is the best arc to One Piece.
Until Marineford. You meant Marineford. Okay, I was gonna say, come on, man.
But I'm 3 years in to my watching journey, and I am not even halfway. But in all the 3 years I've been watching, there's been parts that have, really gotten me.
Yeah, put you in the feels.
But they've been kind of few and far between. But Marineford, I've been all in.
I watched Marineford just because I heard how fire it was. So I watched it on its own. So I didn't have the whole story, behind. I mean, I watched Impel Down.
Whitebeard though.
He's kind of when he hit. I could.
He went hard.
Why he flattened him like that though? But anyways,
I know exactly which part he's talking about too. Whenever he's down on the ground and he went down, and then he like started curving around like that. I just watched that episode today.
What the fuck?
You know what? He deserved it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He deserved it.
Wait, so you
bad.
haven't even finished it yet? You didn't even know? Oh well, you know.
Yeah, I saw. I saw. I'm on like episode 490 or something.
But you know what's gonna happen, right?
I don't.
Oh.
I know that like the time skip's coming up. I know I'm like 20 episodes away.
But do you know who dies in Marineford?
Yeah.
Everybody, you know it.
Yeah, like they're the Navy already won.
Oh, it's over. Okay.
Like that part's over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what an emotional journey. And then I've been looking up. Like after I finished it, I looked up. I was like, best One Piece arcs. And then I've been judging the people that didn't have Marineford in their tops.
Yeah, but you ain't seen all of it yet.
It doesn't matter. This one was so good. I was like, it's got to be everybody. Like in everybody's tops.
Marineford's before Lucci.
Lucci.
You haven't seen Lucci yet? He's like a cat dude.
Yeah,
like
that's after. Yeah, Marineford's after.
It's after that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not go.
That
too
one,
deep on
I didn't even care about that.
Okay.
But what were we even? Oh, favorite show. Yeah, favorite show right now.
All time.
Obviously, One Piece.
Okay, I'll do my now, and then we'll both do our all time.
Now.
So I just watched. They got a new Game of Thrones show. It's called Knights of the Seven Kingdom or something like that. Episode 5 just dropped like this week, and that shit, boy.
After Game of Thrones, I gave up on it.
I didn't even watch. Was it House of Dragons? Never watched it. This shit right here, Troy. Let me tell you something, boy. This episode 5. I kept seeing everybody say, "Man, episode 5, episode 5, episode 5." I was on like 2, and I was like, "I'm not really feeling this show. It's cool. It's a cool show, but it ain't Game of Thrones." Yeah, episode 5 of what is it? 7 Knights of the Seven Kingdom. I'm telling you now, Troy. That shit might be the best fight they've ever put together. In all of like Game of Thrones and all of that shit combined.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
You don't give a fuck.
No. Okay. It's not that. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
I don't care how good it is.
Okay.
Fool me once.
They didn't fool you though.
They fooled me because I used to feel that way about Game of Thrones. Whenever Game of Thrones was coming out and I was watching it, it was a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece.
It was a masterpiece as it was coming out, and I was so taken in, and I was so involved, and they got me.
I don't like this tape.
And then after years and years of watching it, that's how they ended it.
I hate when people do this. I hate this because
it was a huge letdown. It was awful. It was terrible.
Let me tell you why I hate this.
It honestly gave me depression.
Let me tell you why I hate this. First of all, this is the same response that came from Attack on Titan when people were watching it as it came out.
I don't believe that one because Attack on Titan was so good.
You didn't watch it as it came out.
Attack on Titan was
you didn't watch
so
it as it came
good.
And guess what? I watched Game of Thrones like you watched Attack on Titan, and guess what? I think Game of Thrones is a fucking masterpiece.
That's how Gabby felt because she didn't put all the time
That's
in.
what I'm saying.
She didn't put years and years into it.
Masterpiece. I loved Game of Thrones. Probably the best show ever made. It was fantastic.
It used to be.
But what I'm saying is, you feel the same way about Attack on Titan. People hated the end of Attack on Titan. Not me. I fucking loved Attack on Titan all the way through.
So good.
The
best anime of all time.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay,
honestly,
as long as we're on the same page. Okay, but people felt the same way about it. So the way I try to look at it is, let's not judge a show based off one season of the show. Shows fuck up, man.
It's a couple of
fuck
seasons.
up. No, it's
and
the last
honestly,
one.
you
It's
screwed
the last
up
one.
because now you're watching this last two.
I love.
And honestly, you're watching.
You might want to go back and watch.
You're
that
watching the
season.
Seven Kingdom show as it's coming out, so have fun getting let down.
No, because it's only 6 episodes, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
and I'm on episode 5.
Well, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I already gave up on the whole franchise.
No, but it's not. But it's not the Okay, it's not the franchise.
It
the
the
same writer. It's the same universe.
Not doing it.
Not in the same time period.
They have scorned me. They have let me down. They are dead to me.
And you know what? Troy is like this about shit. If he lets some shit go, he lets that shit go, man. Or if he has if he stands up to something, he's like, I don't like the way they did their watchers or their viewers or their gamers. He will literally hang that shit up and never pick it back.
I'm done.
He still don't use TikTok. That was how long
Oh
ago?
yeah, nah. TikTok dead to me. I loved TikTok. I loved it so much. I used it constantly. It was one of the best forms of entertainment I've ever had. I love TikTok. But then they had that one message that popped up on the screen.
Yeah.
And they said, "Thank you, Donald Trump, for saving us." And I've never gone back.
This dude dropped TikTok. First of all, let me start by saying I don't use TikTok, so I don't even know what the appeal of TikTok is. But I know he loved TikTok.
It was good.
And this dude dropped TikTok. Remember when they took it off everybody's phone? Everybody remembers this shit. They didn't let people use TikTok for I don't know, a week or some shit. And he never went back. Because that's how Troy is. If somebody scorns him, he is done.
I done got fooled once. I'm not getting fooled again. What's the point of having something that they can take away?
I mean, you got a point. But, okay. We'll do our best shows of all time. Because obviously he hated on my show up now. I could hate on One Piece too. Who the fuck wants to watch 1,200 episodes
it's hard.
of a fucking show?
It's hard.
With a bunch of filler in it.
I'll
a bunch
tell
of
you
bullshit
that.
in it. Yeah.
It's taken me 3 years.
And then the animation was so doo-doo in the first. Oh my god.
Bro, and watching it in 4:3 ratio.
Ugh.
Come on now.
Gross.
That shit's rough.
Gross.
Once it finally hit 16:9 and it got widescreen, I was so relieved. But then, I ain't even gonna lie, one of the last arcs, the one where Boa Hancock was in it,
Yeah.
the animation was so dog shit.
That's what's so
It
sad.
was so fucking bad.
That's what's so sad about One Piece.
But then they moved past it and then they got good
Yeah, but you
animation
400, 500 episodes in, right?
Yeah.
And they still got shit animation.
Yeah,
That is
for that arc, it was
Come on,
dog
man.
shit.
Come
It was
on,
bad.
man. Y'all gotta do better.
I Googled it. I was like, why the fuck is this looks so bad?
They gotta do better.
And they're like, oh, because it's just not that important of an arc. And they were just trying to get through it.
That's fucked up.
You know, they could have just put in some fucking effort.
Okay, do you have a favorite show of all time? All time.
Okay, so I'm going based on, I've watched so many shows.
Me too.
And
watched
I've loved
thousands.
so much TV in my life.
Yeah.
But whenever you ask that question, the just immediate one that came to my head.
Okay.
Parks and Recreation.
Oh my gosh. I'm so disappointed.
Don't be.
I thought you were gonna name some
It
good
used to
shit.
be The Office. At
Yeah.
one point, The Office was my favorite show.
I wouldn't be as mad at The Office.
I have watched The Office through. I mean, from start to end, probably 6 to 8 times.
So they didn't fuck up the end of Office like they did Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Okay, well then don't even mention it because it scorned you.
I'm a hypocrite. But whenever I think about a show that from start to finish, I just completely love, it's Parks and Recreation.
I haven't seen it, so I'm over here hating for no reason. Never even seen the
It's
show.
so good.
I've seen a lot of The Office. Never seen Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, honestly,
It just seems like the off-brand version of The Office.
that's what you think. That's what I used to think. They came out with Parks and Rec, and I was like, this is the off-brand version of The Office.
That's what it seems like.
And then I watched it, and I was like, oh, they learned.
From their mistakes.
They learned from their mistakes on The Office.
Now hold up, before
And
you
they made it
finish
better.
that, you can't take that same thing from Game of Thrones and say, "Oh, they learned from their mistakes." Let me check out what they did after Game of Thrones.
I'll say this.
Okay.
Fuck those guys. No. They fumbled it so bad. Fuck them. I'm done.
Okay.
The Office wasn't fumbled. The Office was great, and then they took something where maybe here and there, it could have been better, and they took it, they learned from it, they made it better.
Okay.
Game of Thrones. Hey, you two douchebags that were writing the final seasons of Game of Thrones. Don't remember your names, because I was not commit that to memory, because you're not that important to me. But you two guys, honestly, fuck off.
But I don't know if it's the same person that's making the show.
I don't even care. I want these guys to see this.
But
Hey, I'm on YouTube. Look me up on YouTube. 2 guys that wrote Game of Thrones. Fuck off.
No. What I'm saying is, Game of Thrones is a story that was written.
Mm-hmm.
So
George R.R. Martin Also, fuck
But I
off,
don't
dude.
think he fucked it up. I think they fucked it up. Like, I think the people that made it fucked it up.
This is a different reason.
Okay.
This is a different reason.
Okay.
Hey, stop pussyfooting around and write the final books, dude. Like, you keep doing side projects and you're getting really sidetracked so you don't fucking know how to end it. Because you wrote a story you don't know how to fucking end. It's ridiculous. It's bullshit. And you let a lot of people down. I'm very mad at you.
I can get behind that.
Fuck you, George R. R.
I can get behind that. I'm not mad about that part. That was good. That was a good fuck you.
Off-brand bitch.
That was a good fuck you. Okay.
J.R.R. Tolkien till I die. He knew how to fucking commit. He knew how to end something.
Who the fuck is that?
Lord of the Rings.
I knew it. How did I know?
He knew how to fucking commit to his shit. Fuck you, George.
All right. Anyways, I'll get on to my favorite show of all time. I don't want to put anime in this because anime is just a league above everything else.
You about to say Yu Yu Hakusho?
No, Yu Yu Hakusho is not the best anime of all time. Is Full Metal Alchemist, but and then Attack on Titan.
That's not what I used to say. You used to say Yu Yu Hakusho was your favorite.
No, Yu Yu Hakusho is top 5 though, but it's not better than Full Metal Alchemist. Are you what?
And honestly, who even cares about that?
But Attack on Titan and Full Metal Alchemist, them mugs are like, whew, it's close. But I was gonna say Game of Thrones, but since he shitted on Game of Thrones so much, I'll go with my other one that I really love, Breaking Bad. Fantastic fucking show, great show. Even that shit was good all the way through. Like it had this part where it got a little weird, and I didn't really care for it that much. But all in all, fantastic show. Troy doesn't watch good shows, so he's probably never seen it.
That's not true.
But
and I tried to watch it, didn't like it.
See,
couldn't get into it.
You did that with One Piece 20 times, so that don't mean anything to me.
I just couldn't get into it.
But sorry, I was burping. Y'all go check out Breaking Bad.
Everybody who started checking it out has already checked it out.
No, it's not true.
It's been out for so long.
That's not true.
But you know how I'm with like hyped up shows. Like it took me a while to get into Game of Thrones.
Just watching One Piece.
Yeah. I can't get into something hyped up.
This man watched Dragon Ball Z last year. Like, what the hell?
I didn't want to get into Fallout. Yeah, everybody's hyping up Fallout. And I was like, fuck that. I ain't watching Fallout. And then my wife wanted to watch it.
Hot take. This dude said Michael Jackson sucks.
Yeah, fuck Michael Jackson.
Anybody that's great,
he had that one good song.
Don't even say it.
What's the song?
Don't say the shit. Don't say it on camera.
You know what song I like, right? That's the one where he says Shimon.
I know which one.
Is that Michael Jackson?
I hate this dude.
Don't stop till you get enough.
I hate this dude so much.
Or is that a different?
I hate this dude.
Is that a different guy?
I hate this dude so much.
No.
I hate Troy so much.
Enough. Is that Michael Jackson?
So bad. I'm not talking to him.
Anyway, it's the one Michael Jackson song where in the music video there's like bubbles behind them or some shit.
I don't even think that's the same song you're singing. But,
I don't know.
But either way, I want to say that's Rock With You. But either way, yeah, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. I mean, take them both. They're both amazing shows. And most shows don't end well. Regardless of what Troy's telling y'all, if it's
That's not true.
phenomenal show, it normally doesn't end well. If it's one of those shows that like takes over the world, like Squid Game, for example. Squid Game took over the world when it came out. Nobody talked about Squid Game when it ended.
It was too much hype.
Didn't watch it. The hype always kills it.
Too much hype. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, another one, Sopranos. Everybody loves Sopranos.
Good.
They said everybody hated the ending. I've never seen Sopranos, so I don't know.
You know what my second favorite show is?
Let's hear it.
This one's like... you're not gonna understand.
Once Upon a Time.
And you've never watched it.
I was about to be so bad.
Dawson's Creek. R.I.P. James Vanderbeek. Have you ever even heard of it?
No, I mean, yes, because you used to talk about it all the time. But no, I've never heard of it. But outside of Troy talking about it, no, I've never heard of this show.
I discovered that when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And that was the first show I've ever binge watched. Because it was like back when like Netflix was kind of new.
Yeah.
And I binge watched Dawson's Creek.
I binge watched the shit show.
That shit was so good.
I binge watched Weeds. You ever seen that show?
I've seen Weeds.
I binge watched that when it first came out. And like the first couple of seasons of Walking Dead, when I came back to Netflix, I watched a lot of the Walking Dead.
Too overhyped.
Walking Dead fell off big time.
I watched the first season.
The first season was hard though. The third season was.
Who cares about zombies?
I've watched every zombie movie ever.
Your favorite scary movie is zombies.
Every zombie movie.
But
Matter of fact, I'm watching The Bone Temple probably tomorrow.
I don't know what that even means.
28 years later, part 2.
They already came out with that?
Yeah. And the
Because you
third
just watched the
one-
other one like 3 months ago.
It was about 6 months.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
anyway, zombies are kind of lame.
so just,
I actually have a topic.
okay, let's hear it.
So, anytime that you need financial advice,
Okay.
the first place you go, obviously, YouTube. So buckle in, guys.
What? Hold on. What?
What?
Start over. I got lost somewhere.
Financial advice. Go to YouTube. Look it up.
Are you talking? Okay, go ahead.
So I got you guys with some financial advice.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Okay.
How?
I thought you said a name, and I was like, who? I thought you said Buck Lynn, and I was like, who the fuck is that?
So buckle in, guys.
What? All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't know what the fuck this dude was talking about.
This guy. So I was talking to my sister recently, and we were talking finances as adults would do. Apparently, I'm the loser sibling, so it makes sense that I was talking.
For him.
But anyway, and I was just talking to her about like all you have to do a lot of times with these places is just kind of just tell them what you want them to do, and then they do it. And this is a life hack, guys. Because it's honestly insane.
I got a funny story about this one, but I want you to get it all out first.
All right, I got a couple of things.
Okay.
So like the other day, right? I was going to buy a new car. My car broke down. Doesn't run. I'm not about to... Here's the thing. It's a 99. Is a luxury 99 Acura CL 3.0. Right? Got the heated seats. It's got the sunroof. Wood grain paneling all the way around the car. It's a little rough around the edges, sure. Is the door handle a coat hanger? Of course. Is there any pleather left at all on the driver's seat? Not even a little bit. That bitch tore apart.
That was good. I like that. That was good.
So it broke down on me. I wasn't about to invest money in it. I was like, you know what? I'll just go buy a new car. And so I go to the dealership. And I'm like, hey guys, look. I have this car that doesn't run. Luxury 99 Acura. I would like to use that as a trade-in on a newer car. So they're like, yeah, no, we can do that. We'll give you $500 for it. We'll even pick it up on a flatbed. And I was thinking, you know what? That's a pretty good deal, doesn't run. But then I told him, I was like, you're taking advantage of me. This ain't some luxury. So I was like, you know what you could do? You could give me a better price on this new car if you just gave me more money for mine. So you know what they did? Instead of giving me $500, they gave me $2,000.
Just because he asked for it.
Just because I was like, hey, you know what? You can do this. And then they did. And so my sister's buying it. She's in the process of like looking for a car and all that.
Yeah.
I was like, look, just tell them to give you a better deal. And
Tell
they
them what
probably
you want.
will.
Yeah.
With Verizon, look, my Verizon bill, usually like $300 a month. I've called quite a few times. One day I was angry about something. So they're like, look, for the next 9 months, we'll give you $100 off your bill.
The next 9 months?
The next 9 months.
What the fuck?
$100 off my bill. I still wasn't satisfied. I was still angry about the situation. I called back the next day just to complain about my interaction the night before. The one where they gave me the $100 for 9 months. I was upset at how they talked to me. And so I called back the next day and I was like, look, they got my problem solved. I just didn't like the way that they did it. It was very irritating. Let me talk to a supervisor.
You are a sicko.
So then they gave me more money off. They were like, look, here, we give you $30 just as an inconvenience fee. I was like, look, I appreciate it. So that was like, a month and a half ago.
Okay.
I called him back like 2 days ago.
Wait, so you're already up 130, okay?
Yeah, I'm already up.
Okay.
And I called him back a couple days ago. I was like, look, I'm paying too much money for this. I was like, what kind of discounts can you give me? What you got? So then they gave me 2 more discounts. I got like a loyalty discount, and it's like $10 off per line. And they gave me another one. There's another $10 off per line.
What a sick motherfucker.
So then I have 2 lines. So that's $40 off a month just on the lines. And so you just call people. Your internet, your phone. You just call them and you're like, look, give me a better deal. And then they do.
Few things to say here. I got so much shit to say. First of all, I'm gonna vouch for Troy. I'm gonna start by vouching for him, and then I'm gonna completely shit on everything. But first, let me start by saying this technique, it actually does work, because there's been many times. Man, there's one time they cut our this is what our internet people do. The day that your shit's due, if you don't pay it, they slow your internet down, right?
That's
And
ridiculous.
then every day they slow that bitch down more and more to the point where you can't do shit. By by a week, you can't do shit but watch a YouTube video in 120. That bitch is blurry on the TV. Sometimes the characters don't even move. The sound just plays. That's how slow they slow your shit down, right? So we would call them and be like, man, what the fuck? What are y'all doing? We about to pay this day, blah, blah, blah. And then they would just turn our internet back on. And then we'd call them a week later and do it again. And they turn our internet back on. They just kept doing that until we paid them. So he is right. You could just say, hey, man, what are y'all doing? Give us our internet. We need our internet. I work an at-home job, whatever. Just say whatever the fuck you feel like saying. And then they're going to do whatever you ask. Or just say, I'm going to leave. And then they don't let you leave. They just do whatever you ask them to do. It works.
I gave my sister that advice today. I was like, call your internet company. She has T-Mobile.
Yeah.
I was like, call them and just say, look, I can go over to Verizon for half this price.
Yep.
What can you do?
Give you that half
and then
price.
they'll give you half price.
Yep. And not only that, but we were paying $160 for our internet. Our shit is $30 now because we just kept bitching and bitching.
That's all you gotta do.
And bitching. And now our shit's $30 a month. Greatest deal ever. No demand. Mm-hmm. But that's besides the point, because that wasn't me doing a lot.
How can you even shit on this though?
There's two things I have to say. First thing, Troy just sounds like a Karen male version. I don't know what y'all call the male version of a Karen, but calling and saying, yesterday I don't like the way they talk to me. That is...
You need context. You need context. I was on the phone for 45 minutes. Okay? Look, here's the thing. I was lied to. I was lied to about something. Okay. So I called and I said, hey, look, I was told that it was supposed to be this price. There was an issue. The person assured me that it was going to be this price. And look, I'm respectful too. Yeah. I'm not a dickhead.
Oh, I know. That's the
I'm
Karen
not a dickhead to customer service.
That's the people. Karen in you. You bitch, but you say it like you're being nice.
I'm so nice. I was lied to. And so then they looked and they were like, okay, can't really do anything. I did not like that answer.
Yeah.
Look, man, here's the thing. You guys lied to me. I was told a specific thing. And so then he came back and he was like, you know what? Actually, I can do something for you. I'll give you $100 off for 9 months.
That's crazy.
I was like, you know what? That's actually really cool. Thank you.
And then the next day you were like, but that guy shut me down.
Hold up. I'm not even there yet. He gave me the $100 for 9 months. But then he was like, you just got to call in every month. Every month whenever your bill's due, call in and then let them know that you need the credit.
That's what they did to us.
So then I said, I was like, no. I was like, here's the thing. They told me before, something. And it was a lie. And now here I am. I'm told you. And who's to even say what's true anymore? You
mixed them up.
You mixed them up. So what? I'm just supposed to call in a month and just say, hey, just so you know.
That person
I talked to somebody a month ago and they told me just to call, tell you,
hey, that's stupid.
Give me $100 off my bill.
Yeah.
Where's the bread trail here?
Yeah.
Where's the crumbs? And I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So he was like, all right, hold on. He's gone for 3 minutes, came back. He's like, you know what? Actually, we can just do it automatically. I was like, okay, cool. I appreciate that. But, who's to say if this is even true?
Let me ask you a question. Is that a Karen or not?
No, it's not. So I called back the next day. And I was like, hey, look, last night I talked to somebody. They worked out my issue. But I had to press them. I was like, first I came to them, I had the issue. They were like, there's nothing I can do. So then I was like, no, there is. There is something you can do. So then they could do it.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
But then they could do it.
But they couldn't do it.
But
they could do it.
I would just have to call every month. So then I said something about that. And then they're like, actually, you know what? I can do it. And you don't have to call. And I didn't like the fact that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere
if you didn't keep pressing.
If I didn't press.
Yeah.
If I had just been, like a majority of people.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do. Well, that sucks. Let me get off the phone. Then I would have been screwed.
Basically, what you're saying is, if I wasn't a Karen, about
if I wasn't strong-willed and opinionated,
Karen,
then I would have got shut down.
Karen,
that's not what that is.
But let me get to the next point. So Troy came to me one day. This is when we were still riding in bed together, we were working together. It was good times, and he told me, you know what? I found something out, man. If you just ask for what you want, you get it.
That is true.
You remember this. You came to me.
I do remember that, yeah.
And he was killing it. We would go places, you know what I'm saying? And he'd ask for something and then they wouldn't give him enough food. And he'd be like, hey, throw that one in there. And they would fucking do it. And I thought it was hilarious because he got away with that shit for like 2 weeks. And then we went to, I think it was Publix one day. It was either Publix or Walmart.
It was Walmart.
It was Walmart. We went to Walmart one day. Mm-hmm. And he was getting his plate made by this black lady. And he was like, let me get that one right there on top. And she looked at this motherfucker like he just cussed her out. She was like, if you don't get out my face. And then he tried it again. He's like, I ain't going away with one. I'm going to say it again. I just want that one right there on top. That one that's sitting up there on top. And she just ignored his ass and gave him his plate. And I was like, thank God.
I recall this.
Thank God. So I stood up to this motherfucker.
I recall this. And look, you can shoot 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna make it every time.
But this is the craziest part about the story. He said the lady was a bitch afterwards because she didn't give him what he wanted when he was trying to run her over.
What a bitch.
She's like, man, I don't like that. I don't want to come back if she's here and all this other shit.
Yeah, you gotta avoid people like that.
like she was the bad person.
You gotta avoid people like that.
He thought she was the bad person and he was the good person, when in reality, he was taking advantage of people. And I'm just sitting here like, this dude is fucking crazy.
No, it works out so many times.
Dude, you were killing that shit. You were on a run. Like, you were on a legendary run. How many times? You were like, hey, let me get the fish platter, but I want that one shrimp right there. Like, you were just killing that shit that was working. And I was like, man, this dude Troy think he manifesting shit. Like,
I am manifesting shit. Man, I got free hamburgers.
You killed that
free
shit.
Sunglasses.
And and the funniest part is I was benefiting from all of this shit. Just by being with him. I wasn't saying a word.
Well, it's just like your cousin.
That's who you got it from. Motherfucker does it all the time,
and it works out.
But my cousin's more like, he's more friendly and talking to him.
I'm
like,
so friendly.
Troy is just, he just asks for it. He don't be like, hey, how you doing today? You know, it's a nice day outside. Troy's just like, let me get that right there. And he expects the shit is hilarious.
But it works.
Hilarious. It does work. It does work.
Yeah.
That's it. All comes back to one thing. It does work.
There's lessons here, guys. Just say what you want, ask for what you want, and the majority of times it'll just work out.
I just want to add one thing to this. Have you ever heard this thing where they say like men get more raises than women because men just go in and ask for the raise, and women are kind of like, they don't ask for it. They just think like, I've been working this hard, I should get it. And
I've only worked at places where you get like yearly merits.
Okay, yeah.
So it's never been like
most of my jobs are like that,
I go in 8 months in, they ain't not give me no raise.
Yeah. It don't work for us specifically, but I think that's kind of the same thing as what you're saying. If you ask for it, people give it to you. But if you just sit there and wait on people to give it to you,
you're never gonna get it.
Yeah.
They're never gonna give me an extra piece of shrimp.
Yeah, you gotta ask for it.
You gotta ask for it. You gotta let them know you want it.
You gotta be. It's really like you gotta be abrasive or like an asshole kind of.
Or a Karen.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
As you call it.
Whatever you want to call it.
I'm not a Karen, guys. I just know what I want.
Okay, so this 51 minutes plus like 30. I think we've
we're
done
good.
I think we've done the die out. Really, I say this because I'm about to piss my pants.
Me too.
Okay, good. So
yeah,
on the same
I've had
page.
you for like a few minutes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so if y'all got anything to add to this, just leave a comment letting us know what y'all thought about anything we said, or if you just got something to add to it in any way, just leave a comment. I'm about to piss my pants, so we're gonna get out of here. Also, we got really drunk, so if it got a little long or weird, that's probably
Honestly,
why.
we killed it.
I think we killed it too.
We killed it.
I think we killed it.
Man, we did.
All right, y'all can suck it easy.